So here we go, it's day one again of trying to get to that sub 35k. It's 8 AM on Saturday and I'm heading over to our usual running field for the first time in over 6 weeks to do a 5k. Now today I'm just going to be walking just to get my time on the board, give me something to beat, some sort of target. Also, just want to test out my knee. I want to be really careful that we don't injure ourselves again, because this is exactly what happened last time. Here's the field coming up. Here it is, the field. It is quite windy, but I'm happy that it's not too muddy. It rained an awful lot yesterday and I was quite worried about it being just absolutely sodden, but it doesn't seem like it is. Though it is windy and a little bit cold, so hopefully we'll get ourselves nice and warmed up over by the warm-up tree. And then we'll just start, I guess. But I need to film my little intro for the TikToks and all that first, which I'm going to do right here with a nice backdrop, because it is a lovely day for it. It's quite crisp, but you know, we're here, we're going to get it done. So that's intro done. Now we're going to head over to the tree and do a little bit of a stretching dynamic warm-up, which, you know, once bitten, twice shy. I am never going to skip a warm-up again. I am really nervous. I mean, I'm just walking, right? I can't possibly do that much damage. Ground seems firm. I'm confident we're going to get this done. There she is, the warm-up tree. The light does look really nice over here. I do love this. Little bit of... There is potentially a little bit of sad news. All this land here has been earmarked for housing development. So I don't know how long these things take. Hopefully we get another year or two out of it, but yeah, shame, but that's life. Anyway, let's get warm up done. So that's a little bit of warm up done, just get things moving, get the old blood flowing, and trying to stretch out his knee. I did feel a little bit of a twinge when I bent over to put the tripod down, but I'm hoping that was just nothing. And all we're doing is just walking laps around this field. Each lap is about half a kilometre, so I need to do 10 laps, which does sound boring, and it is. It's boring when I run, so it's going to be mega boring when I'm walking, but it is just gone 10 past 8 on Saturday morning. I'm sure the dog walkers will be out soon. Ground is a little bit wet, but we are going to get it done. So I'm going to start my Strava for the first time in over 6 weeks and get cracking, and hopefully I haven't lost too much fitness. I can still touch my toes, as I just proved in the warm-up, so I'm happy about that. And I mean, it's not like I've just been sat there stuffing my face. I've tried to, you know, watch what I eat, but it's hard when you just cannot move, because I hurt my knee, and I don't just mean like I was a little bit sore. I meant like can't drive, can't walk, can't get upstairs. Like, to get myself into the passenger seat of a car, I had to like stretch myself over the driver's seat to like get my leg in without bending my knee. I've never ever been injured like that before, and you know, when the doctors say, oh, 4 to 6 weeks, you think, oh, I'll be right in 4, you know, at a push 5. Nope, full 6 weeks and I'm still not 100%, but I can't just sit there. We need to do something, so we're going to start from the best place to start, day one. I've gone literally one half. We started there and I'm now here, and it's just really nice to be back over here. I mean, when you've got the sun on your face, fresh air. I just saw a little muntjac go through there, and it's just really, really nice. There is a little bit of moisture. The grass is, that you can see, a little bit dewy on the grass, but it's not too bad. I'm just sticking to the paths and just trying to get myself, you know, bring me some of that good air again, because the clocks go back, I think it is tomorrow, and we're going to really be able to get out in the evenings again over this wonderful field. And I just cannot wait to be back to full power to get that sub 35k. And you're probably thinking, oh Joshua, why are you bothering to, you know, dress up in all your little costume? Because I've got the Wiccan t-shirt, I've got the undershorts on, I've got my Asics on, my, you know, socks with the grippy bits on. I don't know. I don't know why I put all this on to just go for a walk, but it felt like the right thing to do, because I do want to take this as seriously as we always did. This is day one, and it should be treated with the same respect as any other day. And we're just going to walk at this pace, no more, no less. Just gonna get that time on the board and come back tomorrow and beat it. I'm gonna keep doing that until we hit a sub 35k. That's the plan. Usually when I'm running on this field, I never wear like earphones, AirPods, because I just like to hear all the sounds of nature. There's some wonderful birds in the bushes over there making all their noises. The wood pigeon over there. And when I'm running, I can't listen to music because I just feel like it gets to the point where I just get stressed out and no song that I pick ever hits properly, and I just want to focus on surviving. But because I'm walking today, I have brought my AirPods. I'm just going to retrieve my water bottle that I forgot when I was doing my warm-up. We're back on track. I have brought my AirPods, so this is a good time to catch up on the Formula 1 qualifying, see what happened there, and cracking on. So the Strava is saying about a 14-15 minute per kilometre pace, so we should be looking at an hour and 15. Fine by me, near's good so far. We're about halfway done now, 2.5 kilometres in, and I've left the old field behind and I've come up here. So we've got a whole new field here with a little forest track there, and I've got to tell you, as you can probably hear, the wind is just rushing over that field and hitting me square in the face. So we're going to go off on this forest route here, try and get a little bit of cover and scope out all this beautiful woodland. I mean, the terrain is a little bit more technical, but the knee's holding up well. I'm feeling good. I've got my bottle of water. I've caught up on the F1 qualifying. Very good result for Kimi. So we're just going to carry on as we were. And I've got to say, seeing all these dry, crispy leaves, it's just absolutely fantastic to be back out here. You can see that. Just check out some of that canopy. No matter how often I come over here, I will just always love it, because how lucky am I to have this on my doorstep? I mean, that is basically my house there. So to walk 100 yards and be here, man, I am lucky. Just check out how the light comes through. So there's quite a few dog walkers on that field now as well, which is another reason why I've come up here, because I'm here surrounded by people, and I'm quite conscious that I'm obviously 6 foot 20 odd stone, so I could be a little bit intimidated myself. So I figured just best to give people their space on a nice relaxing Saturday morning, and it's not like we're short of that. The good thing about doing these sort of longer form YouTube style videos is I've got time to show you things that I would just never be able to fit into a 90-second TikTok. But check out this wonderful little hut, this little shelter that maybe a scout group or something made. Pretty cosy in there, huh? Lovely. Don't worry, the Strava is still tracking. But today is just about getting the 5k done. I'm not too worried about time. The pace is still roughly 14.5 minutes per kilometre as I'm just pacing, strutting on through. But it's just so nice to take a little extra minute to talk and show off what we've got here that will just never fit into a 90-second TikTok. So yeah, this is good content for me. There's nothing to be careful of. This little root structure here, if you come through in autumn, this is completely blanketed with leaves. Don't ask me how I know that. I mean, just have a look there at how the light is coming through and all that beautiful green. This is just the most wonderful bit of nature. By crikey, look. All the little plants are coming out. That's mossy stone. I mean, if I was any sort of painter, what a wonderful picture that would make. It's nice just to be totally alone out here as well. Just nothing but the odd muntjac, the odd wood pigeon, maybe an owl. It's just so nice to fill your lungs up with that proper fresh air. You've got to remember, I know I'm pontificating a little bit, but you've got to remember, I've not been able to do this for 6 approaching 7 weeks, so you'll forgive me if I'm a little bit excitable. So we've hit a little bit of a crossroad. This is the path we just came from. You've got farmer's field, pond. We're going to head down this way, following these old ancient tractor trails, and it's going to spit us out at the other end of that long second field that we showed you a minute ago. this is all just like a big loop that sort of takes in a bit of forest, a bit of field. Oh, little fingers run across there, but this is not a nature documentary. A little fingers run across there. What's going on in there? There was nothing, it was just a tree falling down, but look cool. And that's a proper tree, isn't it? I wonder how old that thing is. Wow. And these are all lovely trees, but this one in particular. But you could tell some stories, eh? Okay. So there we go, that's the end of the path. We come here, down there is just another field. Back up there is where we just were. So we're about 3 kilometres in. I'm gonna do another little loop, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll do another loop, then we'll go back and finish off at the first field. So it's a little bit muddy here. We're obviously it's in the shade, not dried yet, and I just absolutely cannot risk this knee. So I'm taking it real slow, trying to stick to the grassy bits where I've got a little bit more of a chance of traction. Because we've done great so far. I'm feeling good. I don't want to spoil it. So that is it. That is the 5K done. My first 5K back in 6, approaching 7 weeks. Just done my little cool down stretch at the tree. We're gonna head back home. Fine, yeah. My back hurts a little bit. I've just put on a bit of weight, I guess, but my knee is fine, and that's the main thing. My knee feels good. It's a nice little stretch just then. We're gonna head back now, get some breakfast, because it's only just gone 9:30. It took me about an hour and 16 minutes, so you know, fine. That's time number 1 stamped. I'm gonna come back here tomorrow and beat that time, which, you know, hopefully shouldn't be too difficult. But that was fine. A little bit boring, I will say. I didn't massively enjoy it towards the end. I was looking forward to finishing. But hey, what a great way to start your Saturday. See you tomorrow.